Morning, folks. This morning's shave soap is going to be from Reef Soaps. Earl Grey and Ginger is the scent. This is what the soap looks like on the inside there. Get about 4 ounces in this tub. And it's a firm one. No, my finger didn't even make a dent in it. The alum block here, rubber band. There's witch hazel with aloe. We're going to follow it up with aftershave balm, matching. And I'll go this way. Got it whipped up here with the Ever Ready 100 in a wooden bowl from Distinctive Goat. And this one here is the walnut one. It's still a little bit moist, not quite as moist as I normally would whip it up. The shaver of the day is a Jim G-Bar. Had it over here warming up in the warm mug of water, and I have a Jim blade in there. Pretty nice shaver there. And when I was going to show you, I found this in our kitchen. I am not sure what it's for, but I have discovered that puck of clown fruit for the pre-shave fits right in there. So that's what I'm using it for. Yeah, I just set this inside my Crown King scuttle, so there's air getting to it underneath, dries out. Thought that was a pretty good idea. Alright, we'll go ahead and get this pre-shave started here. Like I say, I have no idea what that's for. Don't think we've ever used it. Not sure how we got it, why we got it. But it's getting used now. Things I find in the kitchen, right? The weather here, once again, it's a little unusual. I think the high is supposed to be near 70 again today. Kind of wonder if that's how the rest, excuse me, the rest of the year is going to play out. Have some unusual weather. I guess you might say it's kind of due. Every so often we'll have a summer around here where it seems like on a regular basis there's a tornado, thunderstorms, more of that kind of activity than what we normally would have. Another mild winter. Excuse me. Didn't really get that cold this winter. We had a little bit of ice. That was about it. Snow flurries. No real accumulation of snow. It's been quite a few years since we've had a big snow or a big ice storm. Not that I'm looking for the ice storm. Snow doesn't bother me near as much. Typically around here, if we get any kind of weather like that, it only sticks around for a day or two, because we usually don't stay that cold. The blade in the G-Bar is the one that's Teflon coated. If you are wanting to try those out, I'll hunt down a link for a place like Try a Blade. And I think, I'm not sure if Douglas still has any in stock, but I know there for a moment he's had some. And his Starling single edge shaver sold out. First pass. This is one of those, your mileage may vary whether or not you like a shaver like this. By some some folks' estimation, this is not a real aggressive shaver in the realm of single edge shavers. Typically, you can find a G-bar in pretty good shape. In other words, this one here, it's got a few scratches on the cap there, but overall though it's in really good shape. It may take a moment or two for you to figure out what the angle is, but it's pretty much, got to see how that's, yeah, that might be the best shot right there. Kind of see how this is leveled off right up here at the top. If you try to keep this slope right here up against your face or pretty close to that, you'll find you'll get a pretty good shave. Like I said, this is a Teflon coated blade, and I think most people will find, especially if they're starting out with a shaver like this, that is probably the blade to go with. Then you can venture off into like the PAL carbon steel and that sort of thing to make sure that this is going to work for you. Because these blades in different single edge shavers will feel different, and you may or may not like it. I know the carbon steel has a different feel to it. The PAL carbon steel, which is the blade itself is black in color. I use them from time to time, but they are not, in my estimation, they're not the smoothest shaving blade. So in other words, in some shavers they'll work alright, and some others not so much. And some of you probably won't like them at all. Like I say, it is a different kind of shave feel. I don't have all that many of the PAL blue carbon. My phone sure is busy this morning. I'm not sure of the time frame, but I'm expecting that here pretty soon. In other words, have expectations that I'll be moving near the middle of this month, which is not that far away. And videos and such might be a little bit on the spotty side till I get moved in. This is pretty smooth. Enjoy it. It's been way too long since I shaved with this one here. This is a very enjoyable shave for me. It's very smooth. For me, I guess you might say with a shaver like this one, the risk of getting weepers are pretty slim. It's not that aggressive. Just get a smooth, comfortable shave. I think this one here there's a version that has a push button. Not the long handle, but the short handle. I think even the one with the long handle, the contour, will give you some pretty smooth, comfortable shaves. In other words, not too aggressive. I have to be kind of careful because what I feel, what I'm accustomed to with a shavette, I am what I feel is going to be quite a bit different from somebody that's shaving with a DE and what they're used to feeling, that blade feel, and what they may consider a aggressive or not aggressive, because some may consider this aggressive, but for me it's not. Right there, that's always takes a little bit of extra work. And that's pretty smooth now. This is a really nice shaver. Don't see very many shaves of the day with it, but it's definitely, I would think, a good daily driver if you're not looking for anything real aggressive. Pretty good shave. Sometimes I can tell whether or not I'm going to end up with a stinging report from the alum block. Get something in my eye now. This soap is this is the only Reef Point soap I have, and I'm sure you can understand there's only so much money in my wallet, and it's not that I wouldn't like to get some more of his soaps, but this soap really works well for me. I like this scent. I like this scent a lot. The tea is also the one of my, when it comes to hot tea, that's what I go to, is Earl Grey. And I chose the aftershave balm because I don't have all that many in the way of aftershave balms, and thinking that I might need to expand my horizons just a tad. There's witch hazel. Yeah, this move is probably going to be quite interesting for me. A lot of stuff to move. Face feels really good. I mean, that's pretty darn smooth right there, without even putting out a whole lot of effort. Once again, I got this whipped up here. Everybody's got the it's got shaving cream all over it. That's what the bottom of this one looks like. I got this one, I guess you might say, on the cheap on eBay. I'm wanting to say it was $10. It was really inexpensive. Still got plenty of shaving cream here in the distinctive goat bowl. I'll try to remember to put a link to this so that if you're interested in looking at one of his bowls. Excuse me. The last time I remember looking, he still has a, oh, I'm just squirting this out here. He has some that are made out of sinker wood that sounds pretty interesting. It's wood that's been in the water for a good long while. I think he said 100 years, I'm not sure. That'd be a very unique shaving bowl to have. I would have expectations that it would last a good long while. You can kind of see how this aftershave balm is going on. I don't have didn't put a whole lot in my hand. I usually don't have to use a whole lot of it. I do just work it into my face. And believe it or not, when it comes to my beard oil, balm, butter, I pretty much do the same thing with it. I just put some in my hand and work it into my beard there. And I have two different kind of combs that I use. I use one comb more than the other one because the other one's more of a, I guess you might say, a mustache comb, and it's not a real big comb. And my brush, it is, you can get, usually I find these at Walmart. This is a Cremo brush. Run you about $10, and it has, this is boar bristle right there. And the combs, in other words, you know, there's that little one I was referring to. Then I've got one like this one here, and this is one I use most of the time. Got these for, you know, for one with mustache wax, and the other one was for trimming my hair. You know, you get them in a kit, you know, usually. At any rate, I'll stop rambling. Excuse me. Once again, there it is, a G bar. And that's what that is right there. That's a G. This right here is been a design among Jim for quite some time. And there's the blade right there. Good shave this morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe. Smooth shaves to you.